The following program deals with a controversial subject. The theories expressed are not the only possible interpretation.
The viewer is invited to make a judgment based on all available information.
Hey, did you put the blow book, the copper tone blow book? Oh, man.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a look at that. As soon as we start, we get a subscriber. Shout out to Danspool. I hope that I said that right. He's heating up. Shout out to everybody joining us. 40 live at the beginning of the show. It is another Friday night, another House of Stein Hot 10 comic show on the House of Stein YouTube channel, and we've got a big show for you guys tonight. We got a great almost 10. We got a lot of good stuff. So, shout out to everybody. Hey, Richie, just a heads up. I got something that automatically throws that up there, so you don't need to do that. But thank you, brother. Or whoever did that. Ben. Appreciate you, Ben. Sorry, I thought it was Richie. We have, to start the show, a huge thank you to Kal-El, as always, for the $20 super chat. And he just says, evening, everyone. Appreciate you, brother.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome. All right, let me log in here. All right, I'm all over the place tonight, you guys. I apologize. I've, like most of us, I'm sure we're winding down for the week. I know Stein's busy as hell too. I know Richie's busy as hell. Redhood's always busy as hell. So,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
If I fall asleep, I do apologize up front. I gotta.
I can see it. I can see it.
So I gotta get up early, bro.
I gotta fly to Dallas tomorrow, so I'm so tired. But
oh shit, your arms are gonna be tired.
I know, man.
Dumb.
I love those dad jokes when they pop out, man. That was a good one, man.
Jeez.
All right. Let's see here. Again, thank you to Kal-El for the $20 super chat. I appreciate you. What was that?
What? Who said that?
Let's play that again. Hold on.
Hell yeah.
Is that AI blue-green?
Hold on.
Blue-green showed us?
Kal-El donated $20. Evening, everyone.
That's beyond Wednesday's Jarvis.
I don't know why it's doing that.
That's really funny.
Right? That's weird, man. I'm gonna have to turn.
I thought it
was Jarvis, bro.
I thought at first it was that who's that British comedian that always is like wearing a suit?
Benny Hill?
No, Benny Hill. What, from the 1950s? What talking about? Oh my god!
Oh, that was funny. That was good.
No.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. The one who roasts everybody at the
Tom Brady.
He does a bunch of roasts and stuff like that.
He roasts at the Emmys or whatever.
Jimmy Carr, yeah, that's him.
Okay.
AOA knew.
I don't know why it's doing that. I'm gonna have to fix that. So heads up, you guys. If we'll have to figure that out. That's weird. I don't know why it's doing that, but we're gonna get that tonight. It is what it is. All right. We've got some great books to start off with, as always, with our, of course, our Woah/Blow books of the week. People have been sending in really good Woah/Blow.
It's funny. More people send in blow books than they do.
Right, because I made it fun, and now everybody's trying to jump on my shit, bro. Just saying.
Well, the blow book, we have 2 blow books tonight, and Redhood has become pretty damn good at figuring out these blow books, but we also get people that send us in blow books and all that type of stuff. So tonight we're going to have to show some really rough ones. I'm just going to say that. Some really rough ones. All right, you guys, let's get into it. Woah/blow this week. Of course, starting off with our Woah book of the week. Whoa. The Last Unicorn, #1. I've never seen this.
So apparently this is a book that's read in schools a lot. Did you guys read this in school?
Hell no.
I don't, that's all I know about it. And then it was made into a comic with
That's a great cover.
With the old IDW light bulb.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's a gorgeous cover. I don't really know what the story's about. Please, someone in the chat, if you guys read this in school, let me know what it's even about. But I'm not like into unicorns or anything like that. But
did you see the variant covers on this? Did you see the variant covers on this?
No. What year is this? 2008?
Let me see if I can find the variants on this.
I don't know what year this is. Maybe 2010?
2010. Okay.
I'm trying to think IDW light bulb. Maybe 20, something like that. Hey, thanks, Brad. It's about The Last Unicorn. That's awesome.
We would figure that.
But yeah, it's a gorgeous cover. It's not very plentiful. Yeah, when I was searching through, I saw a lot of times when I'm finding these, like I try and find books that people don't necessarily know about as much.
Love that.
I mean, it'd be boring to just put like covers that we all love. I mean, that everybody's seen those, so I'd much rather do books that nobody really knows or anything like that.
The variant.
Did I say something about Fergie?
No way.
That's a variant.
I swear on that. Scroll to the top. I swear it said that the write up on the A cover said something about Fergie.
The singer, right? The singer.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Last Unicorn is being adapted into a live action film and stage musical by Fergie. Only 5,366 copies ordered by retailers. So
there's 10,000.
Tough book.
Oh my gosh, Brad. What is going on?
There's also a really good sketch variant for that from San Diego, it looks like.
Oh, I like that. Nice call.
2010 convention exclusive. I don't know if it was San Diego or what, but
I don't know the artist. Never
that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
it's pretty dope. Yeah, so that's a pretty cool Woah book this week. What is this one? Is this the same book? It looks like it's flipped.
Crazy.
Oh, it is flipped.
Yeah, this is retailer incentive cover B.
Okay, that is a really cool.
And then
variant.
This is
That looks like Dragonstone, Game of Thrones.
Yeah. So there's some cool covers too for the rest of the covers. It looks like they go up to 6. I feel like we've talked about this before many times. I don't know why this is stuck in my head. Maybe this is a blue-green book that I feel like he's always talking about these unicorn books.
Go click the top tab that says non-key issues for this book and see if any more pop up. Just
non-key issues.
Yeah. Now scroll down and see if anything else pops up. I love this new feature on the app. It's great.
What app is this?
Look at that. Key Collector. Shout out to Nick. He's doing a good job over there right now, man.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Holding us over until the House of Stein.
Hi, Nick from Key Collector.
Hold so I am a little confused though. So
No.
you turned off key issues, and it still showed all the issues.
No,
So
no.
they're-
No, he has a tab that says non-key issues, so he shows all the fillers that aren't keys, obviously. And he has
So
a
if you
variant
have key on, if what you had key on before, right?
No, I
Yeah.
turned them on.
So
Yeah,
if you
so
turn,
turn
so
it
if you
off.
turn key, if you turn it on,
Let's see if it changes. So now there's only 7 on there.
again, he's got every issue.
So the variants are non-keys, but the regular.
I don't understand
He's
that.
still working it out. He's still
There's
working it out.
18 when you do that.
Almost every week this thing updates and something better happens out of it. It's actually doing really good. It's
Yeah.
big time good right now.
So that is our Woah book of the week. And this week, you guys, we've got 2 blow books of the week. Starting off with our boy Red Hood. And one of the funniest things I've seen in a long time.
Let the fun begin.
Oh, that blows. That blows.
Frank
Now
Miller
we get-
Essentia.
We get to talk about the 50-50 bookend chance with this baby. It's $200. Can't wait till we get to that book. What the fuck's up with those feet? Is that Planet of the Apes feet or what?
Man, that's rough. And then, of course, I love, let's see here. Where's Red Hood? I love this too. Wait, not this one.
Ooh, that's sick.
This one.
I'm the worst drawn comic book ever. I'm the worst drawn comic book ever. I'm the worst drawn comic book ever.
Oh
my gosh.
I must have watched that 10 times.
I
when you first
know.
put it up and it just gets funny.
Bro, I'm hypnotized, dude. I think that book is actually pretty good now, dude.
I don't give a shit if people get offended. That's funny. That's comedy right there. Everybody's gonna laugh at that. That's good. That's good.
So do you want to know my theory on this?
Sure.
That this is marketing genius by Torpedo.
Yeah, I saw you saw that. Can you elaborate on that?
Okay, so you literally cannot be as polar opposite
Yeah, definitely.
on the same issue,
Yeah, that's true.
on the same promotion as this. And so what is everybody talking about? They're talking about both of them. Like if this was just like an average cover, like nobody would care. They'd be like, it's just okay. No big deal. But like people are literally talking about, I don't know if they're talking about this one. I think they're talking about this one more than they are the Campbell. Just because it's so bizarre and I mean, just so bizarre.
It's because that 90+% of us are men. And out of those 90+% of us, I'd say 95% of us have foot fetishes, and those feet look like fucking Zion Williamson's feet.
I mean, they couldn't be any more different either. I mean, the
Crazy.
left foot looks like the toes got chopped off with a machete.
Yeah.
And then the other one, the toes are like all different,
same-
going different directions.
Yeah, it's yeah. Funny.
Yeah, that's rough.
It's funny. I mean, I don't know.
The Dark Knight Returns, part 4. Right.
Well,
I have one question for you guys. Do you think this character tweezes their eyebrows or waxes them?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I just
You think
honestly,
that character has an Adam's apple?
That's what I was about
wax.
to say. Is that a man or a woman? I have no idea.
She's a boy.
It's her, them, or him, her, something.
They.
I don't know anything about that stuff. They.
well,
I
One-
can tell you, I'd be fucking pissed off if I opened up that package and got this shitty book.
yeah,
I mean,
we're-
I'd get a lawyer, bro.
We're gonna add to that a little bit later. Me and Ben found today.
well,
This is horrendous, dude.
we have one great blow book, and one great blow book deserves another.
Oh, that blows.
What a great show.
That blows.
What
Bro,
is this
that's
Sopranos
horrible.
comic?
Okay,
Hot
this one-
Times and Cold Cuts.
What
This-
the
this-
fuck? That's terrible.
This was submitted by Tony E. I mean,
Man, I'm sorry, Igor. This one blows, bro.
those faces.
And look what it says. The original short story that inspired the hit Italian mafia TV show starring
Shut up, for real?
Michael Imperioli. It doesn't even say starring James Gandolfini. It says it's starring Michael Imperioli.
Wow.
Is
Well,
this
that's
the
gotta be
original
worth
short story?
something, dude.
This has got to be
Oh,
fake,
what the
right?
fuck is coming out of his mouth, dude?
This has got to be fake.
There's no way, dude. What the fuck is that?
Looks like a dog's red rocket.
Bro,
Oh my
that's
god.
a second grader's
Oh my
drawing,
God,
dude. He's drawing cocks on noses, dude. What the fuck?
Holy shit.
And it kind of looks like James Gandolfini, though, dude. In a Picasso kind of way.
Patrick says
gosh.
James Gandolfini rolling over in his grave. Actually, that drawing looks like Gandolfini rose from his grave.
That looks like Gandolfini if Napoleon Dynamite drew him.
Oh, that's
Wow.
terrible.
Oh
This-
gosh.
I hope this is real.
Yeah, me too.
If it's real, I want this book so bad.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, is it a book?
I bet it's like $200.
I want to know what the inside looks like too. Like
Yeah, well-
what is going on in there?
Is
Yeah, that's
shooting?
crazy.
That's funny.
I don't know what's
You
going
can
on.
still buy this comic from the author. Who's the author?
Yeah,
Is
who
it Michael Imperioli?
Sopranos, Hot Times, and Cold Cuts. All right, we got to look this up now.
Yeah, we gotta find this thing. Oh my gosh, this is. I've got to have this.
Dude.
You know what that looks like to me? Honestly, that thinking about mafia and stuff, it looks like that he snitched and they cut a tongue out, cut somebody's tongue out, put it in his mouth.
The Sopranos, Hot Times, Cold Cuts was the original manuscript that spawned the mafia-inspired drama. But what Hollywood changed was lost to the ages until the printing of this manuscript in its original form. I never saw a cent from the TV show, so please buy a copy and peer into the television prehistory, like looking at humans when they were still half monkey and they were nude and livid. What? CW contains constant yet stupid violence and brief non-graphic sex scene. 28 pages, full color, printed on thick, luxurious recycled paper.
Luxury.
Thick and heavy like your uncle who wears Daisy Dukes to funerals. Huh? What the hell?
What the?
Like, is he
Hold,
reprinting
whoa.
these?
Hold it. He's got other books called Cat Prison?
Cat Prison, The
Oh,
Biggest Boy magazine,
oh,
and
no.
Fat Dad,
Dad,
Small
Small
Dad.
Bro, that's a title, Cat Prison. Meow.
This is-
Bro,
Get me
is
the
this-
fuck out of here.
is Is this true?
Mhm.
The original manuscript? What?
And
Oh
he
my
didn't get
gosh.
paid. How does he not get paid? Was he in cat prison?
James asked how much are his commission prices.
Yeah, can you do a remark on there?
Yeah, there's no way, man. That's gotta be. That's crazy.
Does
I almost wanna
anybody
buy
have this
one.
book?
I almost want to buy one. I might have to.
How much is it?
Hold it. It's so that's what is that British pounds? Is that
Yeah.
what that symbol is?
Yeah.
So we need to get somebody that's in England.
Where's
to
Comics
buy
and Sneakers?
several of these
Yeah.
and ship them to us.
Yeah. Where's Comic and Sneakers? Usually shows up and says Great Rising. We'll have to have him check it out. Oh my God, man. That's crazy. So, all right, you guys. That is Woe Blow Books of the Week. Let's move on to Buy the Dip.
Sorry, Igor.
Starting off with all new Ghost Rider #1, the 1 in 25 variant. Such a great cover.
Yeah, I was actually I mean, I'm not surprised anymore. But I was actually surprised how much this is down. And like you said, it's a great cover. It's sought after. It's super tough. And you get a first appearance of a really good character, at least for modern age books, Marvel books.
Yeah.
But yeah, looking at this book, a low sale. There was 3 sales in the last 30 days. I would say 30 to 35 days. Low 1,000, and those 3 calculate to an average fair market value of 1,125 US. That is down a solid 30% from March of last year on a 6-month average.
Wow. What was the
Isn't
high
there
on
a
this?
what-
The high during that time was $2,000.
Wow.
Wasn't there a 1 in 50 of this? Like
Yep,
a
I like that
was
one
that
too.
Trad
who was that? Was
Trad
that Trad
Moore.
Moore?
Yeah, Trent Moore.
I like this cover better.
Me too. I like this one and the Scotty Young.
That cover looks like from Agents of Shield.
Mm-hmm.
When,
Oh
the
yeah,
promo poster.
good call. I want this book.
They really
Yeah,
messed
that
up
book is banger.
with this character, not building more on this character.
I agree.
Dude, I got 40 copies of #1 that I'm just sitting on.
40?
You know?
Can I have one?
My gosh.
I'm kidding.
Dude, what are you doing out there, man? You're just hoarding copies of book? 40?
Mhm.
Are they R graded?
No. But they're
My
98.
gosh.
Redhood is like a serious, low key, from the shadows champion speculator, bro.
Oh my
The guy
gosh.
has such good stuff, and he doesn't have just 1 or 2. Like he shows us this 1 or 2 new book, Dave Stevens, whatever. But then all of a sudden we're talking about like some crazy book that's modern that's going off. He's like, "Oh, I have some of those," and he pulls out like fucking 20 of them. It's like what the hell? All the time.
Not bad. All right, moving on. Next, we've got Giant Size Chillers, aka The Curse of Dracula, #1, the first appearance of Lilith, Dracula's daughter.
I got that.
Yeah, this is a fun book. Full disclosure, I do own this book, but and there's no
I
way
do too.
not listening to this. I love this spec. I've been harvesting this book, looking for higher grades because it's got that.
I like that harvesting. I like that.
Yeah, you gotta look for that square bound that is not twisted, partially crushed, or let's say it is straight but has a spine split. Because a lot of pressers they reset the spine, and when they're a little too heavy handed, and it splits the spine. So this why I like this book if you can find an high grade. But we're looking at this book in a CGC 9.2 due to the fact that just wasn't a lot of data, and there was a lot of data, recent data for CGC 9.2. And it's a 1974 book. I felt that a CGC 9.2 that's an acceptable grade to spec on, collect on, or what have you. But first full appearance of Lilith, she actually shows up in a cameo in a magazine, which we could talk about another time, but it's just a quick cameo. But she's on the cover here. Low $270. Average fair market value now is $280. That is down at or about 22% from March of April of 2023 on the 90-day.
Do you know who the story of Lilith from the? I think she's like mentioned like maybe once in the Bible, a couple times in the Bible, but from old school Christian lore and Jewish lore, the story of Lilith. I believe, and I could be wrong, Lilith was the first female that God made, but she wouldn't obey Adam. And she told Adam, she just basically said, I won't obey you. So she got banished, and she became the very first, what's the demon, the female demon that shows up at night and fucks with
El
you?
Cuco?
No. there's a female demon that like a sex demon, and that's what she became.
Oh.
But yeah, the very
Huh.
first female that God supposedly made wouldn't obey Adam, so he fucking banished her. And then he said, okay, in order to make her obey Adam, I need to make her from his rib. Yeah, the very first succubus. Thank you, Brad. So yeah, that's it's Lilith.
She got banished because she wouldn't succubus.
Yeah. So
You know the one thing I don't like about this. Sorry, man.
Huh?
Funny, dude. One thing I don't like about this cover is as you guys all see it, that's actually a pretty nice copy that's up there on the image. But if you look at the way the artist kind of drew the lines to make the cape look like it's swaying in a sense, it looks like that thing has freaking sub creases in it.
yeah,
Come on, babes. Succubus.
I don't like it. I don't like that.
yeah, scratches. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I love this book. I love the character.
Yeah. So good
We
shit.
just made that book go up, man. It's not little. It's succubus.
Yeah.
I was saying this on Beyond Wednesdays. I wasn't I jumped on Brian's show, I don't know, maybe like 10-20 minutes before the market report, so I missed the first half, but I was in the live chat and we were talking about I don't remember who we were talking about, but we were talking about MCU Supernatural, and I put a comment in there and I'll just go ahead and repeat it. I really, after Deadpool and Wolverine, I really believe that the moneymaker, the breadwinner is going, I think Marvel is really banking on the supernatural stuff until all the Avengers 5 and Secret War stuff gets done to hold everybody over. So I think this character is going to be on the forefront, and I think this book's going to actually explode. So,
Oh yeah.
could be wrong.
Yep. All right. Moving on to the next By the Dip book, we have got Amazing Spider-Man issue 569, the second print. I feel like this book shows up on By the Dip, and then a few months later, it might show back up on the Hot 10, and then a few months later, it shows up on By the Dip. I feel like this has that type of waves to it.
And it's exactly why it landed on tonight, because I went back and I checked and I go, holy crap, this is lower than when Ben put it on the list, because Ben put it on the list before. And yeah, we're looking at a CGC 9.8. First of all, just to let you know, this is such a sought after second print modern. Dan Slott kills it in this Amazing Spider-Man run. A lot of good characters he created. I'm not a big Dan Slott fan. I thought he did this ASM run really well. I thought he did the She-Hulk run, but everything else I don't really care about. But anyways, there's a newsstand available for the first print. And then, of course, there's the Adi Granoff open to order variant, which is a real good one. But this one is the key because he's on the cover, Anti-Venom. And then in the guts, the reprint of the first appearance. Low. I found a low. Just sold, I think, yesterday or the day before for $400. It's a PGX 9.8. I get it. So that's like a CGC 9.6.5. But there was also another sale, CGC 9.8. And then there was another sale in February of this year, CGC 9.8, giving us a roundabout average fair market value for this sought after modern key of $517. That is down at or about now 40% since the last time we spoke.
Wow.
Have you guys bought PGX 9.8s and cracked them and sent them?
No.
I'm curious. I'm curious if they're like
9.6s.
I don't mind. Yeah, that's a good. I've actually thought about doing that a lot, but I'm not really good at spotting all the. I can spot like light resto, like color touch and stuff, but I'm not like Joe where he can just freaking bust out the black light. And that was the downfall I found about PGX. I don't know about all the other drama, but a lot of things came back when it was re-slabbed with CGC as resto. And they had blue label at PGX.
Chad Cave donated $25. Every
wow.
day should be Memorial Day. Display your flags. Help someone out. Marika.
Oh yeah. Chad gave with a $25 donation.
Is it sad that I don't have it? I was looking around to see if I have like an American flag to hold up, but I don't have one.
One of the things my dad was always big about was putting a flagpole in your yard, like not just a little cheesy one, like a big one, not a massive one, but a huge one, and putting a flag in front of your house. My dad always does that. He's done that ever since I've remembered. And I don't think there's very many people that do that anymore. I know there's people that will put it on their house, but nobody will, like, very few people will get like a real flagpole, you know, because it's such a pain in the ass.
Yeah, we got one stuck on our front porch.
Yeah.
With, you know, that we can pull down in the wintertime or something like that. Or
Yeah. That's the way to do it now. Yep. But it's still cool kind of having a flagpole and being able to, you know, throw two flags up there and that type of stuff. Anyways, good shit. Let's move on to the next book on By the Dip. Marvel graphic novels, New Mutants from 1982. Look at that Sunspot. Getting some love in X-Men 97, but not in the secondary market.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go over the numbers and then I'm gonna ask you guys what the hell. But so Marvel graphic novels, issue 4, like Brian was saying, first appearance of the New Mutants, raw, very fine plus to near mint raw copies. And I went down to very fine plus because this is a really tough book in high grade. It's just it's very tough. And especially nowadays. But first New Mutants, a low sale for a 9.0. Checked. I went to every single listing from 130 point, and I checked them out. Looked at the
Chad
condition.
Cave donated $25. Money for Ben to buy a flag. I said, Marika, God damn it.
Thank you, Chad. Thank you.
Yeah, so 9.0 just sold this week for $16. It's an anomaly in a sense based on the other sales, but I had to include it because it's so recent. And average fair market value now is $46. That is down at or about 28 to 30% range from this time last year on the 12-month. And I want to go ahead and add, I know everybody knows that this is first appearance of New Mutants, but when did we start counting graphic novels as first appearances? Like, I don't understand. Like, why aren't we counting other like characters as first appearance in graphic novels? If this is the case, like, I don't know. It's just weird to me.
Yeah.
Like Star Wars characters, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Well,
now they're just gonna give little super chats just to hear the guy talk.
Oh, we can change that. It's all good. Yeah, man, that's interesting. The New Mutants stuff. While searching for New Mutants books for the show, I always forget it's the New Mutants instead of New Mutants, because we always say just New Mutants 98 or New Mutants 87. You know, you never say the whole thing. So
good point.
But anyways, moving on, ladies and gentlemen, that is the By the Dip segment this week. By the one and only Spec Media crew, including YeeZee Yee, who's not here. They do the By the Dip show and add more information to the By the Dip stuff every week on Tuesdays. Make sure you guys go check out Spec Media, who just recently hit 1,000 subs. Congratulations, brother.
Thanks, man. Man. I opened up everything today. I'm still working out the kinks. I got approved for everything, so can't wait to get it started. I'm gonna wait until YeeZee Yee gets back so we can do it together.
Oh yeah. All right, you guys. Let's move on. We got a big almost 10 this week. Let's get into it. Starting off with X-Men 97, issue number 1, the Liefeld Blood Foil variant, which is said to be limited to 300 copies. Don't know if it is, but man, people are really loving this Liefeld stuff, right? lately.
Yeah. And from what I could tell, these are all signed. Is that correct?
I don't think they're all signed, but I could be wrong. I know he signed a bunch of them. Maybe they
All the ones that
all are. I don't know.
Yeah. So like there was a couple different versions, but this foil one, it looked like they were all signed. I have literally no idea. Where did this come from? Is this
Do you
from
really wanna
directly
know?
from Liefeld?
Yeah, his Whatnot sales. Yeah,
Okay.
it's a Whatnot book, so you know how that works. You guys tread carefully.
Okay.
Yeah.
This I have no idea what the buy-in on this was. But these are selling for $265 raw.
Wow.
That seems a bit absurd to me.
Yeah.
But
Holy cow. That is a lot. What were they selling for on? I wonder what they were selling for.
yeah, does anybody know what they sold for on
The sale?
on what it
Wow,
this
that's
is
weird.
Whatnot exclusive. I think other sellers got different colors.
80? They were selling for 80, says Joseph.
Okay. Well, they're now selling for 260.
Wow. Holy cow. Great come up on that one. Congrats to anybody who bought multiples. It's pretty interesting.
Is
So
that Beast's arm and leg, or is that just his arm?
that's his arm and leg, but it does. Adam or somebody said in the chat, Gambit's head looks like the floating head on this one. Is this a wraparound?
Looks like it.
Redhood Comic donated $4.99. Succubus.
That's cool.
There we go. Not bad. Thanks, Red Hood. So yeah,
Thanks,
Rob.
guys.
Rob.
Spec Media donated $2. WHO's got bangers and mash.
There we go.
Supposed to say who's got bangers.
Not bad. Not bad.
That ain't Chat GPT. What the?
Yeah. So, all right. Next book on the Almost 10 this week. I love this book, and I wish I could find one. Bionicle, issue number 1, the San Diego Comic-Con Collector's Edition variant. Is this an Ashley Wood variant?
Yes, Ashley Wood cover.
Ooh. And I love these Bionicle books. They're hard to find in good condition. Usually trash because they were kids' books.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yep.
How many do you know how many of these there are?
I'd imagine not many, but I don't know. Let me take a look. Let's see if we can find maybe on Recall Comics.
Oh, Brian's looking at that. This one sold for $300 raw this week. What is Bionic? I don't even know what it is.
It was like a Lego for older kids. It was Lego's like older kid book. You know what I mean?
Those don't look like Legos.
No, they don't. They're like for teenagers and shit, basically. Man, that's crazy. I don't know. It doesn't say anything that I can find. Limited to what? Hold on. No way. Let's see here. I don't know if this is right, but details. Comic-Con limited to 60,000.
What? That can't
Yeah,
be right.
that's not right.
Limited
not
to the entire print run of more than the other book.
Yeah, there's no way. But if anybody knows, I would love to know because it's a cool book and super tough to find. So, $300 raw. Was it in a decent condition?
I didn't even look at the condition.
Interesting.
It seemed so high that I was like, I just put it on there.
Yeah.
I didn't even pay attention.
Yeah. That's a cool book, man. Cool book. All right. They also, Brian's Comic Garage says, great Legos to flip when you get them cheap at garage sales and thrift stores. Yeah. Big fans of Bionicle out there.
Do you have to, when you flip Legos, do you have to have the original box and like not, and still like sealed in the little plastics inside the box? Or
I
do
don't
you
think
sell
so.
them like just
Loose?
loose?
Probably got to put it together, maybe. I don't know. So you see everything's there. That's a great question.
Yeah.
That is a great question. So, all right. Moving on to our first G.I. Joe book of the night. G.I. Joe, The Cobra Files, issue number 7, a Riley Rossmo 1 in 10 retailer incentive cover that is badass.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, this one's pretty cool. This one reminds me of that Masters of the Universe.
Yeah.
There's I can't think of which one it is, but what is that cover?
I don't remember. It's a 1 in 25, right?
I can't remember. I just remember a big, huge snake or something like that that was on the cover. But yeah, if you can ride a snake, how awesome is that?
Have you guys
Jason
seen Dune
Lady
2?
J. Not yet. No.
Oh, man.
Only Dune I've seen is the one from the 80s.
I won't spoil it.
Yeah, Lady J's
They all-
legs look a little weird, but it's still a great cover.
Well, I don't know. Let's ask Ben. Ben, let's get your expert opinion on proportions. What do you think?
The leg's a little long, unless, yeah. I'm assuming you're talking about the one on the ground or the person on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Either or.
Yeah, it might be, but I mean, long legs are supposed to be more attractive, right?
There you go.
Yeah, unless you're like, you're, what is that? Marching like a Nazi. That's what it looks like.
I got to be
doing,
honest,
right?
though. As a kid, I always looked at Lady J as like the non-attractive Joe, and I always thought that she probably was, a tomboy. Did you guys get
no
that
shit.
too? Yeah, Lady J was like the tomboy of the female G.I. Joe figures. You had the Baroness, who was the bitch. You had Scarlet, who was the one everybody wanted. You had Cover Girl, who was the cool chick that was into building cars. You had Jinx, who was the chick ninja, and then you had Lady J, who was the tomboy. And there was only 5 female G.I. Joes. I think there was only 5. Could be right. So, oh no, you had Zorana, right? Who was another nutcase. But anyways, G.I. Joe stuff. How much is this one selling for?
This one sold in VF near mint condition for $90.
Wow.
Damn, that's a big book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of those retailer incentives on like those odd GI Joe titles are expensive. Like Ben's got one. Ben's got one behind the Fuso is the artist, right? Fuso.
Yep.
So he's got the only 9.8 or
interesting.
3 years running.
I got a 9.4.
Yeah, that's tough. That's a tough one.
Brad Zeldin's on a good one tonight.
I got it. Okay, so this next G.I. Joe book, I think it's been on the Almost 10 before, or it might have been on a ghost list from Stein, but I totally geeked out when Josh Blaylock showed this on the industry show a few weeks ago. G.I. Joe America's Lead, issue number 36, the Devil's Due Publications Employee Edition, supposedly limited to 50, but Josh Blaylock said that he thinks there's less than 30 of them out there. And he didn't even know about this book.
No.
It was the final issue that Devil's Due did for G.I. Joe. And one of these sold this week, a CGC 9.8, for $3,162.
Wow.
This might
Brian,
be the rarest G.I. Joe book ever.
Let me add real quick. I went back and watched that show, that Rewind. What a great show, man.
Oh, yeah. Josh Blaylock's awesome.
No, you all. I mean, yeah, of course, but you guys are just getting better and better.
Yeah, it's a fun
That
show.
industry show's amazing. Hell yeah.
Yeah. But man, this might be the rarest G.I. Joe comic book ever. I can't think of anyone more rare.
Do you guys like it? You like the cover?
I'm not a super fan of the cover, but I like it
It's
for
a
what it
shitty
is.
cover.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's just a super rare book that they only gave to employees, at Devil's Due. And the
that
owner,
comic succubuses.
yeah, the owner of Devil's Due didn't even know it was made. So I love that
Yeah.
story. Yeah. Yeah. Not the greatest cover, but super rare. And G.I. Joe collectors are going to be looking for this.
Now, if it was a McFarlane shit, it'd be one sold for $500,000.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Yeah. Or Michael Turner, you know?
Mhm.
So, yeah.
Is that like Heisenberg over in the corner?
No shit.
my
right?
No,
God.
that's Josh Blaylock.
Looks like Heisenberg, bro. Nice call.
That's Blaylock right there. Yeah.
Is that the
The
first
little
appearance?
fedora.
Heisenberg?
Might be. So, but very interesting book. All right, moving on. Super Seaman Sloppy. Super Seaman Sloppy from 1942.
No way, bro.
Let me answer it for Ben. So this just missed the blow list.
Bro, that's got to be a blow book, dude.
It's a
Dude,
different
this
kind
is
of
what do
blow
you call
book.
a haiku?
I couldn't decide.
It hits a whoa, it hits a blow, and it's a
And he gets
almost
a
10.
blow. Never gives a blow.
Bro. Super Seaman Sloppy, bro.
Oh,
Dude, that sounds like a porn movie, dude.
Look at his tattoo on his chest. AB. I wonder what that is.
Aryan
So,
brother.
Well,
so
not
this,
back then.
This is this is the cover. It's a weird. This was like a. I think it was like a giveaway or something like that back in the 40s. I mean, this was wartime. I mean, what?
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. But
Chad Cave says next book, please.
I don't even know what's inside the book.
Hey, she wanted my Super Seaman Sloppy, bro.
Sticky pages. That's what's inside.
She gave me a succubus.
But this sold for $220 raw, and I think it's probably only like 6 pages, maybe 8 pages.
What?
Super Seaman Sloppy, Part 2.
Bro, this is nuts. That is crazy.
Revenge of the Succubus.
Wow.
Yeah, you guys are all going to be looking for it. I know.
Bro, I got to get it, dude. Just principle now, dude.
Not bad. Moving on. Marvel Adventures Spider-Man issue number 59, a Scotty Young cover from 2010. If you guys have been following Scotty Young on IG, you've been getting a lot of free cornbread from him lately as he's going through a lot of his early covers on there. He's been showing some early Iron Man covers he did and some good books, but this is one I've never seen.
Yeah, I didn't even realize because I mean, like it looks like Scotty Young, but then it's not like the baby covers. So I was like, what is like
That's
maybe
gotta
somebody
be
like
Scotty
knocked
Young.
out-
He did a few of these. We showed him on Long Story Short, like sneaky Scotty Young books.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one, I can't believe that there's that many of these out there.
No, they were low printed. So
Yeah, I mean, issue 59. I'd be honest, I had no idea that title went 59 issues. I thought it stopped at like 12.
Is he done doing the baby books? Is that what he's saying? Is that why he did the big, huge?
What?
Final-
Well, you heard that?
I don't know. Your boy Alien says no more babies. I don't know if that's what that is.
Huh.
I mean, I would love to see him do some fun titles because some of his stuff that is not the baby stuff is really cool to look at. It's very interesting. So I would like to see him do some other stuff.
Yeah.
This one is it's a $35 book.
Wow.
I love it.
Yeah, so hit up your back issue bins for this one. I would have not thought to look for this one at all.
Nope.
Ben, you think there's a newsstand?
On a Marvel Adventures?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Interesting. Let me turn my phone off. I always forget to do that. There we go. All right. How much is this selling for again?
$35. This is just a regular cover too. This is not a variant or anything like that.
I love
Yeah.
it.
Just issue 59.
Not bad.
Hell yeah.
Not bad. All right, moving on. White Boat, a new distillery title. This is issue number 1. It is the Francisco Francavilla undressed variant, which is basically their word for virgin, which I like that they're using undressed instead of virgin. That's kind of interesting. No trade
Me
dress,
too.
undressed.
I like it. I like it.
And yeah, pretty interesting. It was a 1 per store or a thank you or something like that.
Yeah, the listing that I saw, or there was actually 2 different sales. They're both for like $50 on this. One of them had a letter from the publisher that said, "Thank you for your support." This is, and it's like a whole letter that came with the book. So
That's
I don't
cool.
really know. Yeah, I don't really know how. I'm sure some retailer will let us know. But yeah, I don't really know how this one was distributed, but I always like cool Francavilla books like this. Anyway, they just have a weird look to them.
Yeah.
I like.
Yeah. Francavilla is a great artist. One of the best in comics, that's for sure. I wish, like we all do, that Joker book would have came out, but
What Joker
unfortunately. The Francavilla one.
Oh,
Was
okay.
it, no, it was Albuquerque that did that one. Sorry. That's not
Raphael.
Francavilla, it was Albuquerque. My
I know.
apologies. Yeah. So, all right. How much is this selling for?
$50.
Wow. Just came out?
Yeah. I think there's several different variants for this. These are all oversized, right? These distillery books.
Yeah, I
Yes.
can see the binding. It looks like a kid's book binding.
They're like magazine size. Here's all the variants. That's it's wraparound. There's the undressed. There's a Kelly Jones. They're all wraparound, so I like that. Here's another
me too.
Albuquerque. Mizuno. I like that. That's cool. Who's this? Valerio.
Man, that was a big D.
Yeah. And it just keeps going. I mean, there's a lot of variants for it. Stegman. This is a blank sketch. This is the undressed.
What'd you say, Ben? That was a big D.
So, I don't know, man. There's a lot of variants for this. This one's, what is that? Members only. What the hell?
Ooh.
They running OnlyFans over there for comics? So,
Hey.
there you go. Interesting. All right. Moving on. Wait, how much is this selling for again? 50?
50.
50. Moving on. Zombies vs. Cheerleaders, issue number 4, a Dean Yeagle variant from Moonstone. A lot of big Dean Yeagle fans out there.
Yeah, this one's pretty hard to find. It's a B cover, I believe, or C cover or something like that. Well, what was that other Moonstone that came that had some really big sales here, like maybe like 4 or 5 months ago. You remember it was like, gosh, I can't remember what it is. Yeah, there was another Moonstone book that we talked about that had some pretty good sales, but a CGC 9.6 of this, which is the first graded sale that's ever happened for this book. So for $130 for 9.6.
I like this. It's cool, different.
I think that was Tony's book.
Valkyrie. Was it Valkyrie?
That was
The Moonstone book you're talking
Blue
about?
Green. Blue
Maybe.
Green.
Yeah, I think it might have been Valkyrie.
Is that your book, Blue Green?
Blue Green's got some ghosts.
He's a big Yeagle fan. I know that.
He's got good taste.
Yeah. How much did it sell for?
CGC 9.6, $130.
There you go. Not bad.
Yeah, Yeagle has got the same kind of vibe as like Bruce Timm. It's kind of got that same kind of cartoony, but you know, with weird body positions and stuff like that. But it's like appealing somehow.
Yeah. It's interesting. I love how she's kicking off the zombie's head. So, moving on. Oh, I love this one. And I hope it's the right book. Witchblade issue number 125, the Bachalo cover B variant. He did like 3 variants for this. And I know you originally said cover C, but I think this might have been it because the cover C wasn't a Bachalo.
No, this is not the right one.
All right.
It says cover C on the book.
Oh, okay. All right, let me bring up the one you're talking about. But this one right here is just gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful.
But it's a similar pose to this. Like there's a headless person on it. It's the A cover, but it's different.
Oh, it's the A cover. It's this one right here. The cover D wraparound.
Yeah, that's actually cover C.
Oh.
Like if you pull like a blow up, it says cover C on the under 125. It says cover C.
Wow.
So so it's slightly different than the cover A, but it's pretty much the same picture or the same, but just like the coloring's a little different, and it's more of a like they took the trade dress down. On it.
You mean like they took stuff off of it?
See, the trade dress on the original's got a big white.
Got it.
Yeah.
It's got a band on it. Yeah.
And they use
so this
the old
one,
school
I think
trade
this one
dress.
looks a lot better.
Yeah, I agree. It's good, but man, if they didn't put that trade dress in it, it would have been great for this one. But that being said, how much is this one selling for?
This is a $50 book.
Wow.
No way.
Yep.
Not bad.
Who's the artist?
Bacalo.
Townsend? I think it's Townsend. I think they might got it wrong because doesn't say Townsend on it. Right
My comic shop says.
Oh, it is Bacalo.
Is it Bacalo? Bacalo?
Yeah, because it's the same cover as the A cover.
Yeah.
It's just like I said, it's just slightly different. But
yeah,
I like it.
Yep, you're right. Man, good stuff.
Perfect, almost $10.
Yep. So
there's some really good Witchblade covers out there.
Oh,
like really good.
Michael Turner, right?
Oh yeah, Turner.
Yeah, the early stuff
John
was
Tyler
Turner.
Christopher, Silvestri, Sedgwick, Chris
McFarlane?
Bacalo.
I don't know if McFarlane ever did a Witchblade cover.
No. So, all right, moving on. Pop Gun War, issue number 3 from Absence of Ink. I don't know anything about this book, but that is a cool cover. And they have, I think there's like 5 or 6 issues total for this book.
Yeah, I thought the cover was really good too. I don't really know what the story's about, but I do like the cover.
Yeah.
A lot. It's very simple, but it just, I don't know, it like depicts like an emotion or something that you can't really put your finger on.
Yeah.
This sold for $150.
Wow.
And there were several of these other Pop Gun War issues that sold this week. So somebody must have been trying to buy them all. I don't really know much about this at all. And it's from 2002. So it's 20 some years ago.
Wow.
Anybody know anything? Anybody in the chat ever heard of this before?
I know nothing. I'm never, and I looked for more information. I couldn't find anything on it in time, but that's interesting. Wow. Be on the lookout.
Yeah. I don't know even, I would like to, I'm interested. I guess I probably should have looked, like a lot of these really obscure books, a lot of them are sold like regionally, like wherever the artist is from. I probably should have looked to see where this, creator is from.
I mean, for 2002, that looks like some big time, head of your time art or concept, at least. It's pretty cool.
So,
yeah.
All right, moving on. Insane Clown Posse. I hope this is the right one. The Ups and Downs of Wicked Clowns, issue number 1.
As soon as it pops up on the screen, because it's delayed. Yes, that is correct. And this is on here just for Brian, because I know how big of an Insane Clown Posse fan he is.
Hell yeah. You don't like him, Brian? I thought you did.
I grew up, the first job I ever had, paying job that I actually had taxes taken out, was I worked in a fly-by-night telemarketing place that I thought, we were 15. We didn't know they weren't on the up and up. But the owner of the telemarketing, that he owned a bunch of telemarketing places, was like their manager. And it was like 1995 or 94. And he threw us a tape and he goes, check out these guys from Detroit, man. And we were like, what the fuck is this? And
how old were you?
14 or 15.
I was a senior.
Yeah. So it was crazy. And then, but that being said, by him doing that, that's how I found out about Eminem and Kid Rock before anybody really. I mean, Kid Rock had an album out where he looked like too short produced, but it was garbage, and he didn't do any of his rock stuff. But the guy was also friends with another band called the War Horse Movement or something like that. The something horse movement. And I asked them, they were hanging out in town one day after a show, and I asked them, I go, are there any other good rappers in Detroit? And they go, check out this guy, Kid Rock, and this new guy that's coming up, Eminem. And Eminem hadn't had anything out yet. And the only thing that you could hear him on was they had a Kid Rock demo where he was rapping on a Kid Rock song. And you couldn't find anything about him. Yeah.
Was he Eminem then with the E, or was he Marshall Mathers?
He was Eminem with an E, but he was Kid Rock wasn't garbage. That Kid Rock cowboy
really good
album, fucking awesome. And he put on one of the best shows I've ever seen. I saw Kid Rock the week that album released, that first album that blew up. But this was like almost a half a year before it blew up, because it took time for it to blow up. I saw him a week before that album released, and he played at a place called The Heat, I think. And there was like 5 people in the audience, and we went in, we sat down at the bar, and I'm talking to this guy next to me, and it's fucking Kid Rock, dude. He's sitting there with a full fur coat. It's fucking Arizona in the summer. He's got a full fur coat on. He's drinking a beer, and we're just shooting the shit. And I didn't know, what Kid Rock looked like. And then all of a sudden the show gets to start, and he comes out in a same full fur coat. He's got that little midget with him, and he played every single instrument on every single song. He played a different instrument. He played drums, he played guitar, he played bass, he sang, he got in between on the DJ booth. It was one of the best shows I ever seen, man. There's like 5 people there. It was crazy. It was nuts.
I saw him in 2011 at Coachella. And I was sober. I was like, this is great.
Yeah, he puts on a good show. He puts on a good show. So, but some of these Insane Clown Posse comics, they sell for a decent amount. They all came with CDs, singles in them too, I think. Like they were polybagged with CDs in them. So, yeah. Very interesting.
Well, this one hit an all-time high this week. A CGC 9.8 of this sold for $275.
Wow.
Honestly, dude, is this book overprinted? I never seen this, because if it's not, I think I would pay up to $275 for a 9.8
Old school Chaos Comics, Brian Pulido. If you guys haven't heard the story of Brian Pulido and Insane Clown Posse, you can find that in an old Beyond Wednesday show where Brian Pulido talks about it.
The cover's sick.
Yeah. Yep. Did McFarlane do an ICP cover? I feel like somebody really famous did an ICP cover, but I could be wrong. Yeah. Anyways, moving on. Usagi Yojimbo the Crow, issue number 2, the Mitsuhiro 1 in 40, which we talked about the other night. And I feel like this was on the Hot 10 at one point, was it? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Ben, you're gonna start having to charge the creators some money for all this promotion. Keeps coming up.
Yeah, this one. So yeah, this one was like, I think out of the gate, it was like $100 book.
Yeah.
And then it pretty much like dried up. Like there are no, I don't even think there's any copies for sale right now.
Yeah.
But this week there was one copy that was at auction, and again, the other copies prior to this sold for like around 100. That one at auction, which was the last one available for sale, sold for 400
raw.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Crazy. And there's another 1 in 40 coming out for issue number 3 for another character. So might be worth, trying to find it.
This is like the red band 1 in 25 effect for Stan Sakai's Yosagi 1 in 10. Or 1 in 40s, I should say. 1 in 40s.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any store. Now, I haven't been to a store for a while, but I can't believe that there would be any store around me that would order 40 copies.
Who in the fuck is ordering
of Usagi Yojimbo? I just literally can't think of any store within 75 miles of me that would order that many copies of this.
I love the character, love the story, love Stan Sakai, but no way. You're right. That's a good call.
Yeah. Crazy. All right, moving on. Rich number 1, a JSC cover that is super rare, I imagine, because it's a Kickstarter variant from this year, which is interesting. I've never even heard of this. Have you guys heard of this?
No.
Nope. How this one slipped through the cracks, I don't know. I didn't hear anybody saying, hey, you need to go buy this Campbell. How often does Campbell do Kickstarter covers? Probably not very often.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Now it is a dude, so that is detracting probably from it. I have no idea what this book's about. I just saw there was one that sold. It must have just like people must have just got these in hand. I would think. But this sold for 300. Is this one of the rarest Campbell books out there, though?
Not yet.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to find out.
We'll find out in a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, Eric said he got 5
Yeah.
of these.
Is there more than 380?
That's a good question. But I will say, if you're talking rare Campbells, probably the rarest ones I know of are those Elephant Men.
And the ant
that he
one.
did.
That ant those ruby foil.
Yeah, those are silly rare, but this one I don't know. I guess you could probably try and figure out how many of these were made.
I want this. Just because it says Rich on the top.
Because it says Rich.
Yeah.
Well, listen, you guys, Kickstarter books and indie crowdfunding books are becoming major players in the secondary market for comic book sales, and this is one of them. And how much did you say it sold for? 300?
Yep. And I could see a lot of these creator owned Kickstarter. I mean, you see the paper film stuff. You know, obviously Polito always does Kickstarter stuff. But picking up some of these more well-known artists and some of their, and getting them to do these variants that are going to be just stupid rare.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I don't really bring it up, but I mean, I bought that Werewolf Frankenstein Razov variant that I literally have never seen for sale ever. I mean, is there what, 50 of them? 75? I mean, there can't be many of them at all.
Totally agree. Strong take. We got to clip that. Seriously. I totally agree with you.
Well, I have one more book for the Almost 10 that goes along with what we're talking about with this. Another Kickstarter book. I don't know what sales are on it because it just started getting sent to people this week. And you guys know I am a huge fan of the old school Hall of Heroes, Matt Martin, Trent Kuniga, Ethan Van Sciver, back in the day, in the early 90s. I collect all those. And Matt Martin's Snowman was one of my favorites back in the day, as you can see. I have my Snowman books. There's issue number 1 with a EVS cover, I believe, and issue number 2, as you can see there. This is a new one that came out from a Kickstarter that they did, which is super cool, at All Caps Comics. People are starting to get them in the mail, and this has one of the most beautiful chromium covers I've ever seen. And for all the people out there who are fans of Matt Martin's work and the old Snowman and Hall of Heroes stuff, make sure you guys go check this out. Really, really cool story. I love how EVS kind of, did whatever he could to get Matt to, do more of the story. And yeah, it's a big Kickstarter book. They have all these cool variants.
Brian, can I ask you something real quick? If for somebody who is new to Kickstarters, or how do you go about it? Is it just one set price? Do you donate? How does it work?
So it basically, you have different tiers to buy in on. This one of the tiers was you could get all 5 variants for $100, so $20 a piece. Yeah. And it also sent you, I think, like a reprint of issue number 1. I can't remember, but there's also, certain ones where you could buy, one-offs and stuff like that. But yeah, this was absolutely gorgeous chromium stuff. And if you guys have a love for the old school chromium variants, then you guys need to check out what Ethan is doing, because he is one of the only people that is using that printer that put out those old school chromium books, and they're super expensive to print. So that's why comic books publishers don't do it anymore. So only crowdfunding guys are usually using it. So, but yeah, these Snowman books are coming out now. People are starting to get them in the hand, and a real shot back in history and comicdom for, the Hall of Heroes stuff, which I absolutely love. So this is issue number 1 with an old school EVS cover. And I love collecting those. So be on the lookout for the Snowman, A Cold Day in Hell stuff. Should be showing up in your guys' mailboxes or on eBay soon, because I know some people will be definitely putting these up, those old school Snowman books. And I mean, just look at some of the books like that Fuzzy Buzzard and Friend books, which sells for, $1,000, $500 raw and bad condition. But yeah, I love Kickstarter. I love what people are doing on crowdfunded stuff. Shout out to, of course, Coffin Comics, who kills it, absolutely kills it. This was on, what was this on? This was on Indiegogo, I believe. Yeah, Indiegogo. So there's Indiegogo, there's Kickstarter, there's a couple other ones. But yeah, Indiegogo and Kickstarter are the two that you might want to keep an eye out on. But yeah, man, I love this stuff. Make sure you guys check it out. And hopefully there's some old school fans of Matt Martin out there that are loving some of the new stuff. So very cool. That is the Almost 10, you guys. Come check out Beyond Wednesdays. Tomorrow night we'll be doing Modern Comic Mayhem as normal every Saturday night at 10 p.m. Eastern. You never know what's going to happen on Modern Comic Mayhem. So that being said, let's move on to the list. Starting off with a amazing 1943 comic book called Classic Comics, issue number 8, an Arabian Night story. And that cover is amazing. Holy shit, man. Other than pubic hair that I don't need to see, I love the style. I love the style of this art because it's cool looking and it's from the 40s, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not sure what the, so I guess the emblem has that girl holding the emblem. Is that what that is? Or the trade dress?
Yeah, she's holding like the curtains aside, I think. Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
It was very strange. But I saw this too and I was like, that is it doesn't look like something from 80 years ago, right?
No.
It
That's
does not
a gin.
have that feel.
That's a gin, right?
A gin? Yeah. Yep.
DJIN.
That's
yeah,
fucking
so I just
cool.
thought it was really cool. I've never seen this book.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so first of all, there is a 9.8 of this, which is not what sold this week, but there is a 9.8 because I saw it on GPA when I was trying to figure out, because what sold this week was a CGC 9.2, and I was like, oh, that's got to be like the highest grade out there, and I went to GPA and nope, there was a 9.8. And it was not like it was not a pedigree, so I'm not sure how in the world you get a 9.8 of this, but that 9.2 sold for 4,000 this week.
What?
Yeah, 4,000 for this one.
That's incredible.
Unreal.
Yeah,
that's
pretty
so
cool
cool
book though.
Yes, it is.
Hell
I love
yeah.
it. Yeah, I love this book. I love this cover. It's just weird. It's super weird. Holy
The
shit.
muff is a little too much, but hey,
It
you know
is,
what?
yeah. I don't know
Everything's
if I would be caught. I might have to put, a post-it note over that if I'm going to display that, just because I don't want to see it.
I agree.
Oh my God. That's a great golden age honorable mention right there for sure.
Hell yeah.
All right. Moving on to our regular honorable mention book this week. Vampirella vs. Panther, issue number 1, specifically the 2 Mark Texeira variants that he did for each character. He did 3 or 4 covers for this issue. These 2 variants are the coolest, and I couldn't figure out which one Ben was asking for, so I figured it was the Panther one, but the
Yes.
Vampirella one looks good. And Mark Texeira's art back then was still amazing, because the stuff he's putting out for Ghost Rider Vengeance is really rough. But this stuff is fucking gorgeous.
Was this a flip book?
No.
Look at that.
Because wasn't there some of those other Vampirellos that were flip books?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That all black one is gorgeous.
That's the one. That's the one that that there were multiple sales this week on that book. Now I don't know if it's just somebody just trying to buy them all. I don't know. And I'm not sure. I mean, this was probably late 90s. Is this what this was?
This was 97.
Yeah, so they didn't really have back then. They didn't really have like incentive. I mean, they had incentives, but they didn't give ratio numbers or anything like that. So I'm not sure how difficult the black one is.
Was it limited? They went by limited or something?
Yeah, they just said limited edition, whatever that means. But 2 separate copies this week sold between 100 and 125 for this one.
Raw?
Yes, raw.
Wow, that's awesome.
And I would tend to think that with it being that all black cover from the late 90s, that it's probably pretty hard to get in high grade.
I see why you put it on the list. Shit.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. That's fucking awesome. That Panther looks bad as fuck. I wish it was like more prominent on that cover, but they're still good. So good shit. All right, let's get into the number 10 spot this week. X-Men 97 issue number 2, the animation art variant, which is the second print, which is perfect cover. Everybody's going crazy for the X-Men 97 series, which is amazing. And who doesn't love a Gambit Rogue cover? I mean, classic comic book trope.
Yeah, I mean, did you go, Richie? Did you go to like your LCS this week and see if they had this?
I didn't get. I mean, I did go to the LCS, but I went on Tuesday to Comics, Tunes, and Toys, and went back and forth with the big to do, and had a really nice chat. He had all the brand new books all laid out there, but I don't want to disrespect him and even look over there because that's their model. They have to follow the rules. But yeah, I'll be honest with you. I'm not buying any of these X-Men 97 books because I'm a card fiend.
He's spending too much money on cards.
I get it.
Mm-hmm. So
yeah,
I like it.
Brand new book.
Well,
selling for a grip.
Yep.
How much is it selling for?
This one is selling for 10 to 15.
Not bad.
Wow.
What's the buy-in on it?
Was it $4 cover?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there we go. All right. At the number 9 spot, another return candidate or return book, Briar, number 5, The Frizzen 1 in 10, which was at number 7 last week on the list.
Yeah, last week this was selling for 25 and it has virtually doubled in price. It is now 40 to 50 this week. So still a bunch of sales.
Wow. It's beautiful. Great book. All right. At number 8, Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider issue number 1, the Marquez surprise variant is on the list this week. And I'm not a big fan of this cover. It's just not the, best looking cover for a surprise variant. Wish they would, look more, pick better books, but
there's something intriguing about this cover, and I can't.
Yeah.
I think it's the perspective because you're looking from the ground up.
Yeah.
I think is what's interesting about it.
And the pink is what's the multiverse travel that the spider characters use? Weblings, right?
Are we looking up at this because it looks like that's the?
We're looking down.
I can't figure out what I'm looking at.
Yeah,
we're looking down.
Am I looking down because the sky is at the top of those buildings where Spider-Man is?
It's the webbling. So that pink is the webbling, or I think that's what it's called. It's that multiverse, travel thing that the spider characters use, and the inheritant. That what are those characters that are cannibals for spider inheritors? They have the power to track every time that multiverse webbling or whatever it's called is used. So every time you see this pop in the comics, you usually see them show up during those storylines. And I think that's what they're doing. And I want to add one more thing is did you guys notice the last few Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider, either 1 in 25s ratios or whatever, it's her and it's the same perspective. It's different scenario, but you can see the background and it's like you're on top of a building and she's like falling down. Like, I don't know. I've seen like 3 of those in the last like 3 weeks.
Interesting.
So this isn't a new concept to me.
Yeah. That is interesting. Well, what's this selling for?
This one is selling for $20 to $25.
So it went up by $5 since Wednesday, Brian.
There you go. All right. Number 7 spot this week. Speaking of Capullo, The Amazing Spider-Man issue number 50, the Capullo 1 in 100 Virgin variant. I'm not a fan of this. And I'm not a fan of Capullo's Wolverine cover for the new Wolverine mini he's doing.
Hard pass.
Yeah. I love Capullo. I don't like this.
Me too.
Maybe it's
Yeah,
the
I feel like
colorist.
I think it's Capullo's looks best when it's a violent setting. Like-
Non-Marvel character. Yeah.
Yeah, like his Spawn, even the Batman covers that
Yeah.
he did, they had a violent look to them.
A darker look, definitely.
Yeah, very, very dark. This one does have a trade dress, so if you just want the trade dress, then go with that. You don't have to get this virgin one.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, it's the this one is selling for 150 plus.
What?
There you go. I wouldn't pay that for it. But people,
Wow.
people love Capullo. That's for sure. He's one of the goats. He
Oh, I love
deserves that
Capullo.
status. Yeah, top
yeah.
10 for me. All right, moving on to number 6 spot this week. Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider issue number 1, the Frizen 1 in 100 Virgin variant, which is fan-freaking-tastic.
There it is.
Yeah.
She looks like she has jaundice.
You make me laugh, man. You're funny.
You're
talking about the
this-
yellow.
Yeah, this one is doing better than the Capullo 1 in 100. This one is selling for 150 to 175.
Wow. I can see this.
Yeah, this will definitely drop. Both of them are going to drop. Everything, as you guys know, if you see a book on the Hot 10, it means you probably need to have that thing already on eBay if you're gonna, or you're not gonna be able to sell it for as much the next week. So, but this one, both of those will definitely drop. We'll see.
Yeah.
You say that and watch, they'll probably go up.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Me and Richie were kind of talking about this. Like, there's the last few weeks. I mean, I'm not, saying that comics are rebounding, but I think the bottom has been hit. And whether or not it's just flippers passing to other flippers, I don't really know, but that was how it was in the old days anyway. I mean, collectors were buying what they wanted, and then just keeping them. But I think some of these books are just, I don't know, they're just hitting something with somebody, because it seems like almost every week there's somebody's dropping $150, $200 right out of the gate on some of these books. And there for about 6-8 months, there were no books that were dropping. I mean, none that were even selling for $50. I mean, like, even the people were like, nope, not going to do it. So there's definitely been a shift. I don't really know why or how, but there's definitely been a shift.
Yeah, I agree. It's recently too.
All right, that's a good thing. Moving on to number 5 this week, New Mutants issue number 98, the 2024 facsimile in Huck Lee 1 in 25. Yuck.
That's all Brian has to say is yuck.
I just don't. I can't stand the facsimiles in the first place, and I can't stand the cash grab on doing a 1 in 25 for a facsimile. And this, I don't know. It's not. I wish it was colored. Why is it black and white?
How many times are they going to do New Mutants 98 as a facsimile?
Yeah,
This
exactly.
Is this the third time they've done it now?
Yeah.
I mean, they did it as a True Believers. They did it as a facsimile already, and now they're doing it again.
Mm-hmm. Foil.
Yeah. I get it. That's your big movie this summer. I get it. You're trying to sell stuff. So,
yeah.
I don't think the sketch is. I don't think the black and white is that bad though.
It's a good, but it doesn't match this book is known for that color cover, and I just wish it would have been colorized. Like, it would have looked so much better.
Yeah, I think. Well, maybe it's his pose. Maybe because he looks like he's doing like the brick Deadpool.
Yeah.
look, you know, like
Yeah.
he's doing something weird. Like why is he doing that? Maybe
Yeah.
that's what's throwing it off.
Yep. What's this going for?
This one is 45 to 50.
For 1 in 25, not bad. Yeah.
Bunch of copies sold.
Yep. All right. Next, at the number 4 spot this week, my choice so far for best book of the year. This is probably best book of the last 3 years for me, if not more. It's one of the best books I've read in a long time. The art is a 10. The story is a 10. The Maria Wolf variant is a 10. This A cover by Sanford Green is a 10. All around 10. At number 4, Doom number 1.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Joe was talking about this one last week as being the book to buy to read. And you know, last week it was the Gronoff 1 in 100 that was on the list, because the regular cover was only like $5 to $10, so it was not like selling for much. It is now 25 to 30. Apparently, everybody else wants this. Yep.
I reached out to the guy who does Sanford Green's art sales, Felix Comic Art, and asked about purchasing that final page that has the Watcher on it. And he basically told me, he's like, sign up for the newsletter, man. Like, all right, I'll sign up for the newsletter. So, God, please help me get that final page of Doom number 1. I'm signing up for the newsletter. All right. Yeah, this is amazing, man. Absolutely amazing. Such a good book.
You guys are making me want to read it, and I haven't. It's been a long time since I've had time to read anything.
Stein,
You're making me want to read.
This is the type of book that you'll read multiple times, and you'll want to read multiple times. It's that
How many
good.
pages is this?
90? Is it 90 pages? I don't know. It's a lot.
No.
It's not a lot.
I think
it's not
like
a lot.
30 pages.
30 pages, yeah.
Front and back.
Jeffrey, this came out last week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would just die if Doom ends up going live action and they end up fighting. And the same shit happened, and then Doom comes back. Oh man, that'd be incredible.
This is damn good. Damn good. And it's selling for 20, you said?
25 to 30.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. Good shit. I want to get more Sanford Green Marvel art. So, all right, moving on to the number 3 spot. Another return. Godzilla 70th anniversary issue number 1. The Art Adams 1 in 50 retailer incentive. What was it at last week? I can't remember. Number 2.
I
think so.
I know I'm not supposed to click, but
no, you're okay.
Because I make noises if I click. Yes, it was number 2 last week because the Venom separation anxiety was number 1. Yeah, last week this was $150, which was crazy for a 1 in 50 right out of the gate. This week it is up to $275 to $300.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow. Unreal.
So, Johnny, I thought you got this book, didn't you?
I didn't get this book. Johnny said.
Johnny said.
He got
I think
it,
Johnny.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, we seems to be right there when the store opens on Wednesday. So, good for you. Good for you.
Yeah. That's awesome. Man.
It's a monster.
It's beyond a monster, dude. That's huge. So, all right. Well, the spot it was in last week. Let's see what's there this week. At number 2, Blood Hunt, the Red Band edition, 1 in 25. The crime suspense stories, number 16 homage, which it's not as good as the number 1 in 25 at all.
I would agree with you.
Yeah.
Me and Richie had a really long discussion about this one today. Yeah, I actually I think that's the first time I saw it without the band across.
Mhm.
I'm more disappointed now than I thought I would be.
Yeah, like why is the red? I can't figure out like what is so graphic about that? What's going on?
It's
I don't know.
I couldn't even tell you that this was an homage when I first saw it. I was like, huh?
Yeah, what's it homaging?
Crime Suspense Story 16. Let me pull that up.
Okay. Yeah, because the issue 1 in 25 had a legitimate red band because what's his name's got decapitated.
Yeah, I don't even. I mean, it says it's the bloody variant, but I don't even see blood on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Huh. And that is the shortest. I just realized that is the shortest torso. Like, I mean, seriously, look where Wolverine's crotch is. Like, it's like
he's a short dude,
close to his. Yeah, well, look, it's like close to his neck.
Yeah. This is not a good pass.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think the money on this book is going behind the fact that Marvel is doing this. It's Marvel Comics doing you know what I'm saying? And it's probably doesn't happen very often, if ever. And at least since the Max series back in the day. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what people are looking at because this cover sucks, to be honest.
Garbage.
Yeah.
But the book was good. The book was good. It was a good book. I mean, shout out to Marvel for at least putting out some good books. I mean, the rest of them's garbage, but Blood Hunt's good. Doom was good. Ultimate Spider-Man's decent so far. There's a couple books they're putting out that I'm hoping that we might see more of that. But man, this is... Ugh. What's this selling for?
200.
There we go.
Brian, did you read this new issue?
Yeah, I read it. We reviewed it last night on the show. Yeah, it was excellent. It was excellent. It wasn't as good as issue number 1, but it was good. I mean, they're doing some really cool stuff in it. I really love the Dracula character running around with Blade's daughter. I think this Dracula character, there's a Delato X-Men Last Curse number 1 variant, 1 in 25 variant. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
I didn't see that. Or maybe I'm just not thinking it.
X-Men. All right, this is the Delato variant that I think has a chance to... What the fuck? That's garbage. Hold on here. I think it might have... It's just a shitty image. I think it might have a chance to blow up because I think I really like this Dracula character for whatever reason.
Me too.
But the book is X-Men 1 in 25, Marvel from 2010. It's the Dracula variant. There you go.
Oh my gosh, did you see this?
What?
In the chat?
What?
Shops can buy 50 of the second print to get the Thor 1 in 25.
Oh, there's gonna be a lot of them out there then.
Oh my gosh, that would piss me off.
Oh, there's gonna be a lot because these online, or not online, but these especially brick and mortar retailers, even online retailers, they load up on those reprints.
Look at that.
People. Holy shit, it looks like Nolan Codex.
No, this is how Dracula looks now.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying it looks like Nolan. I wonder if Kate's got Codex's design from that.
This is gonna be a big book because I really like the new design they have with Dracula, and the story opens. Blood Hunt 2 opens with, or there's a not Blood Hunt 2 opens, but there's a tie-in called Blood Hunt Dracula where he's running around with Blade's daughter, and the way it opens is badass because he's putting on this armor, and he's talking about it, how it's his best armor and this and that, and he's getting his best sword, and then of course Blood Hunt number 2 is half the story is about him and Blade's daughter. So I really like this character. I asked last night what was the first book where they redesigned him to be this, and somebody commented and said which book it was, and I'm spacing on which book it was, but that's on the comments for the show last night on Beyond Wednesdays. Yeah, very, very cool character. I love that Dracula character now, and I'm geeking out on Blood Hunt over it. So good shit.
I'm still just blown away at what I'm reading here, that Marvel is going to let retailers get the number 1 in 25 if they buy 50 copies of the second print.
Wow.
That is horrible. Like,
that is bad.
People have dropped hundreds on that book to now you can just blow up the print run. That's terrible.
So what is that? Is that advanced reorders or reorders? Is that what that is? Considered?
I don't know. I mean, I'm just hoping that it's like a black and white version or a virgin version or something like that, and not the same book. That would be horrible. Wow. I would be pissed.
Oh hell yeah.
Let's see here. All right, Blood Hunt, number 1. Yeah, this one is the one everybody's talking about, by the way, you guys. You can get, they're saying you can get one of these for every 50 second prints that you buy, which is crazy. I don't see the second print. Let's see if they put it on the non-red band one.
That's going to tank this book.
Oh, yeah. Big time going to tank it in a huge way.
Wow. Everyone's saying it's the same book. Ooh.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Yikes.
Did Aaron sell his? Did he flip his already?
Yeah, second print.
Good.
Cover coming soon.
Flood Marvel's pages and
inbox.
Oh my gosh, that is awful.
Yeah. Well, Distillery's kind of doing that, which is interesting, right? They allow people to buy those incentive covers from them without buying the other books. So
yeah, but they charge a premium for them. But you know that up front. I mean, you know that you can buy those. And you can kind of do the same thing sometimes from like Dynamite's website as well. You can buy some of their variants and stuff directly from them. But man, not this. Man, that's oof.
This is what I don't understand. Brad Selden says only bad for speculators. Do people out there not realize that people collect comic books and a lot of people read them, and that's what they started as. But the vast majority of people that buy comic books nowadays, they buy them with the understanding that they're collectibles too. They're not just buying them to read. They're buying them because they have the thought process that this could be worth money, especially when it comes to a ratio variant. They're not just buying ratio variants because they like the cover anymore. They're buying the ratio variants because they want to flip them, or they know that they could sell. It could go up in price, and there's people that like them for the covers also. But speculators is comic books nowadays. So, yeah, it's interesting. All right. 222 watching live on the number 2 book of the week. You guys, how many thumbs up do we have? We only have
71.
72 thumbs up. 222 of you guys in the chat right now. Hit those thumbs up, you guys. Help us get to over 100 thumbs up before we end the show. It really helps us out. Sub up if you're not subscribed. Hope you guys are enjoying the look back at the hottest comics in the secondary market for this week of May 24th, 2024. And the number 1 book of the week is, of course, Essentia number 22, the J. Scott Campbell variant.
I'm glad you put it up here, buddy.
It's been a long time, and I've just put in the chat. This is literally the first book that I've had on on any of the list or any of the hot 10 or almost 10 in months. Like, I just don't have any of these books, but this one I actually do have. I did get more Millers than Campbell's, but
You did?
I did. Yeah. Thanks, Torpedo. They sent
So
me
you-
more. They sent me more Millers, but oh well.
You do have a foot fetish.
Yeah, it is what it is. But what was I see you guys see see everybody says long legs. Nope. Like when you actually you're looking at her foot being extended, I promise you I've done the you mark out where her ankle is up to her torso and then up to her neck. It's very proportional. It's you guys think it's long legs, but it's not. But
and this is coming from the proportion doctor of comics. So
who was it that reported that there are 380 Campbell's and 380?
I don't. I didn't know that. I saw that number all over those lists. Did you see that?
380s.
Yeah. I feel like it was maybe it might have been Comic Tom that had it listed as confirmed.
I don't know.
From Torpedo.
How could that be?
Yeah. So it's an interesting cover, and what's weird about it, and I didn't realize the covers are like almost have like a sheen on them.
Yeah.
Like it's very strange. I don't really know. I can't really put my finger on it. It's almost like silky feel to it. Does that make sense?
Like a super gloss or something?
No, it's like it's got texture to it.
Yeah.
Almost like a matte texture, but it's like a silky matte texture.
Yeah,
so
it looks
it's
really
real
good.
strange.
Jabez Creed
Yeah.
donated $5. What? Not Frank's?
Nope, Frank's was the blow book of the week. Got to start the show for that one.
Yeah, somebody asked if these are going to be, if I'm going to put these in a Stein pack. There's a good possibility of that. That could easily happen.
Torpedo, Ghost Zapper says Torpedo emailed me as well, 380 of each, and heads up, they're doing a black and white one, but no details yet.
I don't know if maybe the black and white will make the Miller look better.
They shouldn't do any of them. Just let this book be what it is. It's great. Just let it be. Let it be great.
Don't take the color off this one.
Yeah.
Please. And I'll tell you what, the digital image does not do this book justice. I took close looks at books in hands, and boy, looks no long leg.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe. Sarah, I'm flying. If I can get to the post office tomorrow, I'm going to send mine to CGC. They all looked perfect.
No problem.
I did hear somebody was saying that some of their copies were damaged.
Really?
Yeah, which is surprising because they do come in pretty cool display boxes, actually.
Really cool. Really cool.
Yeah, so anyway, this one's selling for $250 to $300. I don't know if it's just because, again, the difference between this and the Miller is so drastic.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe people are just like, I'm just going to spend the extra money and just buy the Campbell from people rather than take my chances. And
give them the 50-50. So give them the context to where the 50-50 we saw.
Yeah, it was. I mean, like unopened, because they come sealed in these boxes, so you don't know if you're getting the Miller or the Campbell. And the sealed boxes are selling for like $200.
Yeah, there was a guy that sold 7 of them for $100 a pop right off the bat, and you could have just bought those and immediately put them back up and sold them for $200. I wouldn't have opened them if I would have bought like 7 of these or 8 of these. I would not have opened them. I wouldn't even have taken the chance. I would have just sold them for $200 because before you open them, both books are in there, right? It's Schrodinger's cat.
I opened them all.
Oh, how many did you get?
I got 9.
Wow.
Oh,
yeah, I had 9.
Yeah.
I sent 9 in, so I ended up with 5 Millers and 4 Campbells.
on the show on Tuesday, on By the Dip, Aaron was like, I think we were like 985 subs or something like that, and he's like, we get to 1,000 this week, and he showed this, and he's like, I'm giving this away, and I was like, wow. And now 3 days later, I'm talking him out of it. I think you should keep it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna give some other stuff away. We'll make it up.
One sold for $350 today. Wow.
Yeah. I assume that there's going to be. I would assume most people are going to grade theirs. So, and looking at the quality of them, because the ones that I got, I probably looked at the Millers more than I looked at the Campbells. They're pretty nice. Like I could see some 9.9s coming out of these.
It was great how they sent them. I agree with you on the the boxes they sent them and were designed well, looked good. Overall, other than choosing Frank Miller for the B cover, overall, great job, John. Like, Wake Entertainment, Torpedo, way to do it.
Hell yeah.
So if you've not seen the inside cover of the display case, it's got artwork on the inside that is, if they would have made that the other cover, like that one might have been better than the Campbell. Like it's gorgeous.
Really?
Yeah. Did you not see the inside of the box?
Mm-mm.
It's good.
Here, give me 2 seconds. I'll run and get it real quick.
While he's doing that, I want to remind everybody to hit that thumbs up button. This is kind of cool. If you guys don't know, I recently put my eBay store back up. And I've got a bunch of stuff that I'm selling. As a matter of fact, I might have to talk to Stein about making some Stein Packs McClay versions over the next couple weeks. If you guys want to check out any of the sales, I'm setting up my my Shopify store now. But until that's set up, you guys can go check my link tree. The link for my link tree is below. All you got to do is click on this right here, which is the eBay store. It'll take you to the eBay store, and I just recently put up all these cards for sale. And, if you guys want to take a shot at any of these before you hit buy, make sure you let me know, and maybe we can work out something. Most of these I put 20% extra on eBay, and I will take that off for Shopify. But if there is something that you want on my eBay before the Shopify store is up, let me know, and let me know that you're a House of Stein or Beyond Wednesdays or Spec Media fan and subscriber, and I will cut you a deal. Right now there's I put up all these PSA 10 cards of a bunch of big hitters, and something's really funny. I didn't realize that this was a Pop 1, and
I didn't know you had that.
Yeah, dude.
What the hell? You never told me.
And there is a numbered to 51 up for, I think, like 1,500, and I put this one up for just a big crazy amount because I believe it's a Pop 1. It might be a Pop something. Put it in here, but crazy.
It might be a Pop something.
Well, let me see what it is here while Stein's talking about this. Go ahead, Stein.
Oh, okay. So this is the box that it comes in. Like, it's a thick, huge box on the back. It looks really cool. And then you open it up, and so this one, so it comes, the book comes in a sleeve, but look at this artwork over here.
Wow.
Like, that one should be the cover.
Whoa, that is so dope.
Yeah, but this book, the Campbell, comes in its own little sleeve. Like, the book is inside there.
When you figured all this out, Ben, from the beginning, did you know it was going to be this good? Like,
no,
from the packaging to the.
Oh no, the packaging threw me. I had no idea about the packaging. Yeah, very, very different. I was not expecting that at all.
Pop 25. Sorry, not Pop 1. I love how PSA does this. If you click on your PSA stuff, it gives you the cert number. It shows both, and then it comes down and it says what it is. And then it tells you the pop. So Pop 25 on this. I do have a couple Pop 1s that are up there. on the webpage if you guys want to check them out. I think this
How do we
trout
find
right
your
here,
store, bro? Like, I'm looking for it.
the link tree. If you go to my link tree, you guys, it's the first thing. When you get to my link tree, this is what it looks like. Just click this right here. It'll take you straight to the store. And this is another pop one. This is a trout, 1 in 20, number to 25, orange, PSA 10. Yeah, pop one. So that's available. Yeah, a lot of cards are available right now. I know there's not a lot of card people, but I am going to be putting up a ton of comics starting tonight. And Stein, I was telling people while you're gone, I might have to do a Steinpack McClay version 1.0.
Do it.
In the next couple weeks here, because I got to start funding the San Diego trip, which is coming out in July. So, yeah, be on the lookout, you guys. I'm going to be selling a bunch of stuff. Steinpack's McClay version 1.0 coming soon.
Ooh, excited.
Yeah.
I'm a buyer.
Yeah. That being said, you guys, sub up, hit the like button, come hang out with us tomorrow. Check out the eBay stores. Check out everything that we do and sell. You can find all the links below. Great show tonight, you guys. Stein, you were going to fall asleep, but you turned it into a great show. What do you say, bro?
See ya.